Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Hyla and this is H. Cooper Crafty Bug. It is mom season, so we are doing mom tutorials and mom videos. You guys can see what I'm working on and how I'm doing it, and I'm trying to share as much as I can during this very busy season. So I hope you appreciate all these videos and tutorials and lives, and I hope you will join on lives and participate with us. I hope you enjoy the video that I'm about to show you. Don't forget to subscribe and to click that bell so you will receive notifications on all my uploads, live streams, and premieres. And I hope you have a wonderful mom season. Happy mom making, happy crafting. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, be kind in the comments and in the chats, please. And I hope you will join in and have a good time. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all on the next one. Enjoy this video. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to make the southern ladder. Is it the southern ladder or the cottage ladder? The cottage ladder. I know the name of it, I promise. Okay, so this braid was created by my good friend Connie at the Southern Cottage. So the cottage ladder. Okay, so for the centerpiece, I need a 24-inch braid. And I'm using this silver diamond dust, and I doubled it because both sides of this braid are usually seen. I let it curl naturally. That's my favorite way to do it. So I want the centerpiece to be diamond dust. And now this is going to be a little bit different because this is a 5/8 ribbon, and the ones that I'm going to use to actually do the braiding are 9/16. Haven't tried that yet, I don't think. I tried one with the middle ribbon wider. I don't remember that. So I'm hoping it turns out. I did have some of this in this size, and I made some like that, and they were very, very pretty. Okay, so, and another thing I'm doing a little differently is I'm going to use one color on one side and this color on the other side. Now I lost the center. So I'm going to do it something like this. So I haven't tried it like that yet. I think I've only done like 2 shades for the cottage ladder. So this is going to be 3 colors. So that is going to be something a little different too. So hopefully that turns out. Now for my braiding ribbons, I'm using a navy 9/16. I have double-sided. So you want to double the ribbons, and I am using 4 yards. 4 yards of this doubled. So it's actually 8 yards total, but 4 yards, 4 yards, and 4 yards. And then you just want to crease it in the middle, and that's where you're going to start. So again, this is 4 yards and 4 yards, but total it's 8 yards. But you only need 4 yards. From my last measurements, you only need 4 yards to get a 24-inch braid. The centerpiece, I made it about 26 inches long because I want to make sure that I have some additional ribbon for attaching it to the backer. There it is. Alrighty, now I am behind my camera and my hands are in front of the camera, so that makes it more difficult to actually make the braid, because I'm not staring directly at the braid. I'm staring at my camera and my light ring and then the braid. So give me some grace here, please. Nope, that one doesn't have staples. I knew one of them didn't. I just couldn't remember which one. Alright, so you make a T. Fine. Okay, so you want to fold one side down. Like so. So these 2 ribbons are side by side. They touch close enough. This one comes down as well. So that's what the back looks like. And the front. I can't remember which one again. So you can staple those to make them stay down. That's what I usually do. I haven't tried not stapling them. Now, see, this is much more complicated. People just don't understand the links we go to try to get out a good video for you guys. Just to hold it to the table, hold it in place. I'm going to put these ribbons on the floor. It's got to be better for me. Only problem with doubling them, sometimes one of them will get twisted. So make sure that the shiny side is always out on these luster or acetates. Now I'm going to take the ones on the right, I'm going to go under the middle ones like this. See how they're not wanting to stay together. And remember, I'm working with 4 yards of ribbon here. This is actually for somebody's mom. This is not for, I'm not making this braid just for tutorial purposes. I'm making it for a mom and then trying to use it also for a tutorial. That can make it more difficult too when you're using a whole bunch of ribbon. That's why sometimes you'll see us make a braid and we'll use just small pieces of ribbon, scrap ribbons, because it's so much easier. Okay. I wish you would stay together, not to confuse the people. So you kind of make this loop like this, because you're going to go in there. So this one's on top, this one's on bottom. So this one comes up over both of them, up, and then it goes in that loop. I don't know if my teaching is exactly like Connie's, but this is what I got out of it, and it's been working for me. Connie's video is very good. She's got a really great angle. She shows you how to do it with small ribbons, so she's not working with a whole bunch of... Lucy, please stop. Mama's trying to record. So you just pull those up like that. And then this one's going to go over, and this one's going to go under. So you go under, and you can tell which one's going to go over and under. It just naturally needs to go that way. Like this. So you can see this is looped like this, so you know this blue one's going to go under. And then you go ahead and crease that. And you go ahead and crease that. This threw me off. This is one of the things that threw me off. I was like, what? She's creasing it, but it doesn't look like it's creased. But it is. What I love about it is you're always going from the right side. So there's no getting confused. So again, you make this loop like this. This one is on top of that one. And these are going to be on the bottom. And I know they keep coming apart. See, this is the struggle. The struggle is real, but if you double your ribbons, you're going to deal with this too. So you might as well see that it gives me problems too. So we're going to go over those and into that loop. Over and into the loop. And see all the ribbon that I have to pull through. I think she has a little tip on how to keep it from being such a pain, but I don't know if I'm doing that right or not, but I'm doing it how it works for me. So watch her video, watch my video, and you know, do what works for you after watching those. And I'm happy about the silver. It's going to shine through, super pretty, but there's still lots of the color. Now on the mum itself, I'm going to have a lot of silver ribbons behind the braids. So I do want quite a bit of the orange and navy showing. So I don't want it to be all silver with just a little bit of navy and orange. See how it's kind of knotted up on the bottom anyway, so you got to be careful with these. You Just pull that snug. That one's going to go over. That one's going to go under. Make sure your ribbons are still the same. Shiny slide out. This is slow going because, again, I'm at an awkward angle and I've got a camera and a light ring in front of me, between me and the braid. Those were not stuck together well, so try not to over tighten it. Try to keep the same tightness. Same tightness or looseness all the way down. Either because if you don't, if you start tightening it more, it's gonna go in and then it's gonna be out and in, out and in. You want it to be the same on the sides. But that's what the back side is gonna look, just like the front side. Let's do one more and then I'm going to cut y'all off and I'll try to show it at the very end and then finish. And I'm going through that loop. And goes underneath. Got a little crease. And it's just naturally, you see it going like this because it's naturally going to twist on you. Now she made one and she twisted it all up. It looked really neat, but I just love the way it looks, like all naturally twisted like this. So that's my favorite way. Y'all tell me in the comments what if you've tried this braid and what's your favorite way of doing it and color combos and stuff. All right, guys, let's do one more. I know I said I was going to be done at that, but let's do one more. Again, under the silver, on top of the orange, and then the orange is going to come over both of them. And just tighten it up till it's snug. You can see it trying to twist, so it's just going to naturally twist. And as I make it, I'm going to move the tape and I'll start taping it like here, and every time I, because if I get way down here and I only have it taped up here, it's going to be really hard to work with. So I keep the tape like really close to where I'm braiding. Alrighty, I have got actually over 24 inches. Here it is, and look at all this extra ribbon. Okay, so this is the third 24-inch one I've made, and the second one, the first one I just guessed 4 yards, and it worked perfectly. And then on the second one, I accidentally did 3 yards, and I only got a 15-inch braid. But look at this. So I'm not sure what I did differently. I don't know. And I think on the last one I used this in the center as well. So I don't know if I made it looser. I have no idea. So just to tell you, each one can turn out differently depending on how you make it, I guess. And yeah, I measured out 4 yards each time. So if I had miscalculated, I wouldn't, both of them wouldn't be like that. So my guess is that maybe I made it looser than I have in the past. But you see how it curls, twists, I guess. It's not really, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to staple. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and cut those. Use that for hanging, and actually I'll be able to hang it here because, like I said, it is over 24. 24 hits about where the staples are. Now I'm loving see how it's kind of like a checkerboard pattern? So doing one color on one side and one color on the other side gives you this neat checkerboard kind of look. That's what it looks like to me anyway. So this one looks completely different from the other ones. And then I have all this excess ribbon. But that's okay. I have a big box. You gotta have a scrap ribbon box, and then you can make loops, or sometimes you need scrap ribbons to do different things. Now you see when you do the silver in the middle, which I've done before, it's not gonna be like the focal point. It's just gonna be kind of in the background. So you need to remember that. If you want it to be foremost and really sparkly, then you need to do the silver or whatever pretty ribbon on the outside ribbons. And if you only do it on one side, then it's only going to be on certain ones, which I've done that as well. But I like I said, I wanted more color because I'm going to have a lot of silver ribbons behind all the braids and chains, and then I am going to add some bling. So let me turn on my hot glue gun, get my bling out. I'll show you which bling I really like to use with this braid. Now you do want to have to cover those up too because you've got staples down there. Alright, let's bling this sucker up. So usually I like to use this flower shaped diamond mesh, and I will just glue it all the way up the center and just keep curling it. And it usually works out where it hits each center one just perfectly. And then I'll usually do like 3 down here. I'll put 1 and then I'll glue 2 more on top of it like this. And I may still do that. But I'm going to try this one. This one's super pretty too. And I think it is a little bit looser than the ones I've made before. Still turned out really pretty. Maybe like the gaps are maybe a little bit bigger. Still think it's a pretty braid. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. So again, like I say, you know, I mean, depending on how tightly you pull those can determine how much ribbon you use. Because I want to say I've probably at least a half a yard, if not closer to a yard, left over ribbon. But the last time I tried to do 3 yards, it wasn't enough. Alright, so I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue to the back of the triangle ones. Just start on one side. Actually, I'm going to start up here because I'm going to do something else down there. I'm not even going to worry about gluing those down. It's going to be fine. Make sure that I don't untwist it, because once you start gluing the bling down, that's going to help hold its shape too. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Make sure you're gluing the back side, of course. That's very pretty. And then just keep twisting it so you can see where you're gluing. Let's see if I'm going to glue this on both sides. Make sure that's down good. Tap those. I was trying to pull off a little bit, so I'm only doing like 3 at a time. Tap, tap, tap. You can see that. So you can see it there, but not there. So you're going to be able to see it when it's hanging down. You're not going to be able to see it on all sides. So you can do something different on the other side and give it a unique look. Oops, went over too far. And I need to re-glue that. I don't use a lot of glue, I'm just using a little bit. Now that one hits directly on there. That one hits right in the middle of the two of them, and then that one hits directly on there. And then I'm gonna do, I probably don't need that one, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right there. Just in case you can see it. Oh, I cut that too much. All right. That's going to be on my backer. I don't want to have to deal with that, so I'm going to take that off. I can use that little scrap piece for something. Yeah, my backer is going to be somewhere right around in there, so I don't want a bunch of chunky where the backer is. Glue strings. Alright, let's make sure they're all glued down. Like I said, I only glued the triangles. I didn't want to mess with the little circles. Oh my goodness, that's that little piece and it's just stuck. It keeps swinging over here. You can take a lighter, get rid of some of these glue strings. You can take a microfiber cloth. That one's kind of sticking out a little bit. So you see, you can see it. So when you hang it up, you're going to see it here, here, there. You can see it there and there, but you'll see something different here. And of course, the longer it is, the more twists you have. Let's try this. The triangles worked out great. I just left the circles on there kind of dangling. I think that's pretty. I have my ceiling fan on, so I don't know if this will work or not, but you can quickly get rid of some glue sticks, glue strings. All right. Okay, so let's.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video in its entirety. I hope you gave it a thumbs up. I hope you found it helpful and useful. And I hope that you will share it on social media because that really helps my channel grow. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to tap that bell because that will make sure that you get notifications on all my uploads, live streams, and premieres, so you can join in. If you join in on a premiere or a live, don't be afraid to get on that chat and chat with people. Everyone is very welcoming. I've made sure that I've got a community where everybody is welcoming and not being leaving people out and stuff. So, if you ever join a chat and you feel like you're being left out, please let me know so I can address that and make sure that my channel is going in the direction that I want it to go. We try to stay as drama free as possible over here and helpful, and really just help each other grow and help each other learn. And that's another thing: when you join a live stream or a premiere, you will find that you'll get all kinds of information from other mum makers, and we just learn and grow from each other. So it's a really wonderful community. If you're not subscribed to TJ and Connie, they are in my description. So please go over to their channels and subscribe to them as well. I've also got all kinds of information in the description. I've got links to Mum Supply stores. I've got links to Creative Fabrica, to my Amazon store. Some of the links are going to be affiliate links. And what that means is if you click on them and go to Amazon, it's not going to cost you anything extra, but I will get a very small commission from you using that link. So it's a way to give me a small tip without actually having to fork over any money. I also have memberships available if you are interested in those. Check out, just click on join and you can see the levels and the perks that you'll get with each level. I have one that's just 99 cents a month, and that's just a contributor, and you get a little picture next to your name, and that's just a way to give me a very small tip every month. If you can do that. If you can't, that's fine too. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. Please click the bell. I'm going to throw up some links for some other videos, for playlists, for this channel, for another channel of mine. And if you're interested, click on any of those. If this video is part of a series, if I'm working on like a large mum or any mum really, and I'm filming it in spurts, then I will put a playlist with all those videos and lives. So if you'll just go over and check that out, so it'll be on one of these four corners. I'll show other playlists if that's not the case with this video. If it's a braid, then I'll have it in some of my braids and chains playlists. So if you're needing any kind of videos, go over to my playlist and just click on created playlists. It's going to show all the playlists that I have created. I've got a lot of them. I've got over 1,000 videos, so I'm going to have a lot of playlists too, but just scroll through them and it's going to show different playlists. Like I worked on a senior mom for the 2023 season, a single mega is what I'm calling it, silver and white. So I tried to film the entirety of that mum, and it is all in its own playlist, but it's also in some other playlists as well if it fit the category. If you're looking for, say, like a whip braid, I have many whip braid tutorials. They're all in a playlist called whip braid tutorials. So you can find that. I've got all kinds of playlists, so please just go check that out. And you can go to my channel and look at my videos, my shorts, my playlists. Go to the community tab. I try to post regularly. I also have a Spreadshirt shop, and I've got all kinds of shirts on there. I've got some with my eating, like keto and funny, like anti-vegan shirts and stuff because I'm more carnivore and keto. I also have a channel where I do share that lifestyle. So if you want to go see that, please do that. It's called Crafty and Carnivore-ish. And let's see. Oh, I also have Mum Saying. See, it's mum season, y'all. I've got that in my Spreadshirt shop. I've got lots of crafting t-shirts and aprons and cups and mugs and all kinds of stuff over there. So please go check that out too. That's going to be in the description. It's also on my homepage. I have an Etsy shop. If you have questions about Etsy, I talk about selling on Etsy quite a bit too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. Please comment, but please be kind with those comments, and give this video a thumbs up like I asked, and share, like, subscribe, all the YouTubey things. And I hope you all have a wonderful mom season. See you all on the next one. Bye.